everyone, and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. I wanted to sit down today and talk through some empties. I also wanted to share maybe what is replacing these products for me as well. I always think that is incredibly helpful. I have not been doing a great job on my empties, I am also realizing, so it's time for me to strap back in, finish products before we open new ones, and bring you guys some more content. But I think that a lot of you are going to be familiar with these products, so I'm just going to sit down and dive right into it. All right, kicking things off with a cleansing oil. These are the sort of things that I go through really often. This one is from Evolve. This is the second bottle of this I've gone through. This is the Kalahari Dream cleansing oil. I love this stuff. It smells amazing. It retails for $36. It deeply cleanses without leaving any sort of residue on the skin. Great for breaking down makeup. I personally don't really have a hard time getting natural mascaras off of my eyes, but if you do, highly recommend this oil cleanser or oil cleansing in general to really break this down. Especially if you have dry skin, I find that this is so nicely hydrating. There is squalene in here, which helps with keeping that hydration in the skin. There's pink indigo, and of course that Kalahari melon seed oil, which is super hydrating. It has the most delicious fruity sort of smell as well. So if you are someone maybe who doesn't love removing your makeup or you struggle with the PM skincare routine, little things like that go a very long way. 1 or 2 pumps of this, full face of makeup is off, and it lasts a decent amount of time. It is also water soluble, so you're not gonna have any sort of film left on the skin or need to dirty up a bunch of towels, anything like that. This stuff is fantastic. Moving on to a cleanser. Yes, okay. That's why I thought that I was like, did I talk about this already? I was very near the end of this, and we are finally done. There's like a smidge left. That's all that I could not get out of it. But this is the other skincare company Ray Soothing Gel Cleanser. I really enjoyed this. In the morning, this is exactly the sort of thing I love. In the evening, I like something a little bit more intense. I've been using the Maya Chia cleanser that has some exfoliation there. I find that that's great. But if you have incredibly sensitive skin, this is going to be the one for you. In fact, it is good for all skin types. Like I said, I was using it in the mornings, no problem. It's very anti-inflammatory, very soothing. There's turmeric in here. It's this beautiful bright yellow color when you first receive it. There's neroli hydrosol, ceramide. Their whole thing is like skin identical ingredients, so you see a lot of good stuff in here. But if you have very sensitive skin, this is going to be the one for you. Or if you just need a gentle morning cleanser, much like myself. I also found that this lasted me a really long time. 120 ml, 2 pumps. I love to use this in the morning to wake the face up. Not at all stripping. That's the type of thing I like to focus on. But I get a lot of like TMI, but eye boogers because I wear a lot of makeup. So sometimes that can collect, and so I love something that I can rub in my eyes, and that is the one for me. I'm not currently using this right now. I'm using the Maya Chia, like I already spoken about. And then as far as cleansing oil, I'm still using up the Fit Glow Gentle Cleanser, which is technically a cleanser, but it does remove makeup, and I typically use that as my first step. Also from the other skincare company, I'm mourning this. I'm going to repurchase this. I've got a little list going of things I'm going to buy on the Integrity Botanicals website. This is the other skincare company Aura All-in-One Moisturizer. Oh my God, retails for $59. It's only 30 milliliters, which feels small to me, or maybe I just love this so much. I feel like I used it up in like a month, maybe 5 weeks. But again, I spoke about how the other skincare company really focuses on skin identical ingredients. When things are skin identical, it's the easiest for our skin to sort of break down, absorb, all of that good stuff. So there's ceramides, squalene, jojoba oil, phospholipids in here. Smooth, hydrate, calm the skin, and it is phenomenal underneath makeup. It has a silky sort of texture. It does have a pump. This is one of those where I ended up scraping out a lot of product. Actually, let me use this time to shout out the Jenny Patinkin Beauty Bestie product prolongers. I always include these with every empty video. This will allow you to get every single drop out of your product. They're little silicone spatulas. That is what I did for that. So I used every single drop, but can't do an empty videos without those. On the moisturizer front, what am I using these days? Not really using moisturizer. I'm sort of keeping it at serum. I've got a bunch of stuff working. I'm trying to think, but I've definitely, I've been using the Ursa Major Hyaluronic Serum. I've also been using the Ursa Major eye cream. So that's sort of my skin prep done, but I would also use this in the evening. It sort of like sealed the deal for me. I absolutely love it. You know, I'm more of an oil girl. So I have a Laurel oil that I'm also using up, but I will 1000% be repurchasing that. And if you love moisturizer, I think that this is seriously something great for all skin types. It's really, really amazing. From Agent Nature, we've got another moisturizer. This is just the 16 ml. This is something that was included in our Black Friday gift with purchase. So maybe some of you have had the opportunity to try this, or you have the full size. She's a pretty penny, but she is really, really good. And I'm just like, dang it. So 65 bucks for the 16 milliliter. Lasted me a decent amount of time. Another one I was spatulaing every last drop out. And another one that has this silky, lightweight sort of finish that makes it like a dream before makeup. It's like a perfect sort of primer, because I talk about this all the time. Primer is one of those things where like, yeah, it's great, especially if it's like pore filling, skin smoothing, things like that. But a lot of times a primer is just something nice and moisturizing. That way your makeup doesn't like just sort of drink right up into your skin. But what's also great about this is that it's not just great for that, it's gonna help improve skin tone. There's vitamin C in here, it's anti-aging, the smoothing properties with the niacinamide, it's great for pore reduction, things like that. It's just a great product, and seriously, 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 Agent Nature and RMS are like my favorite brands. I just cannot get enough. Absolutely love them. I'm gonna be repurchasing the Aura one first. That's at a price point that works a little bit better for me right now. But whenever I am feeling splurgy, I'm gonna use that. And it was so nice to receive as the gift. Then another product I feel like I've spoken about a ton, and one that I'm buying too the next time I buy it. I love it so much. This is the Ursa Major Golden Hour Body Butter. Body butters are one of those things, like I feel like they're very, very personal. But I think that the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, we all want something that's gonna be deeply hydrating, but not super sticky. And this is the one, but yet still hydrating to use in the winter. So this is like a good year-round sort of situation. It's not quite as rich as like the other skincare company, like Body Butter. It is still, I mean, it is a body butter, but you know what I mean. That one was like thick and like a melted more into an oil. This is rich yet fast absorbing. There's vegan squalene in here. There's shea butter, sea buckthorn. There's also calendula, soothing, hydrating, all of the things. But what really kind of puts us over the top is that the scent is to die for. It's neroli, sour rose, and spicy sandalwood. In fact, it reminds me a lot of the Agent Nature body wash that you guys know I'm in love with. So those two together is like the ultimate duo. I feel like this is sort of an empties of favorite things. I've clearly been like obsessing over very minimal products, but this is one of them. If you need a new body butter, and at 48 bucks, I think that's a really good price point for a luxury skincare item as well. Cannot say enough good things. To die for. And finally, the empties that just don't stop coming. We've got 2 mascara empties, one of which is from Rituel de Fille. This has been in every empties video I think that I've done on the channel, at least since the launch of this product. This is their Levitation Lash. I love this stuff. It's got a really, really cool biofiber brush that's made from the castor plant. And there's just something about this brush that really just grips onto every single lash. The formula is definitely a little bit on the thicker side, which I love. So if you like voluminous lashes, this is your one-way ticket to that. And it is also a rich, deep, dark black. One of my favorite mascaras. I've been kind of on a Swede kick. I could sort of interchange between them. I like the Talk mascara too, but Rituel de Fille, I like a fluffy brush like that. And then we've also got one from Swede, speaking of which, this is their Cloud mascara. This is in the black. I've been using the brown lately, but I really love them both. 30 bucks, so right around the same price. If you like a more plasticky wand, this is great for volume as well, but the length on a plasticky brush I think is great and a lot more separation. So particularly great on the bottom lashes where I like a less sort of clumpy look, and clumpy, I say that like superlative, like thick, beautiful lashes is really what I mean, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But the Cloud Mascara is an all-time favorite. I talk about it a lot and I have a full review video on it, so I'm gonna include that down below for ya. But that's it, you guys, very light empties. I need to work a little bit harder, especially on the makeup front, my God. But I'm making some headway, The next empties video, I promise, is gonna be a little bit better. But these truly are like, this is such a hit list of some of the things that I've been completely in love with, most of which I will in fact be repurchasing. So use this as a little bit of a guide for that as well. And these are all things that have been used in the very recent past. So if you've been liking this skincare situation, maybe something to talk about. But yeah, I'm pretty faithful these days to my skincare, so you're gonna see a lot of these back in future empties videos. But what I really wanna know is what products you have used up. What are things that you cannot just keep your hands off of? Or what's something that you were like, oh, I've been waiting to use the last pump of that so that I can buy something that I actually want. I usually feel like that more often, just not this time around. But regardless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like empties videos are always fun. If you enjoy them, give them a big thumbs up, or give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe. I do upload new videos here just about every week, and I don't want you guys to miss them. I'll have direct links to all the products that I talked about down below too, in case any of them inspired you, but please make sure to check out our description box, our social media handles. Refer a Friend is back, as well as our newsletter. So please make sure you're checking us out and also leaving a comment. It really, really helps the channel. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your consistent love and support. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.